Hi, this is Sweta, and thank you for joining us again at the Brutus Monroe YouTube channel. Today I'm using the stem set Don't Worry Beach Happy along with Chroma Glaze and some candy coat. So let's get started. I'm using some painter's tape here over a piece of cardstock, but you could use any wide washi tape and that will work. And I'm going to use the Chroma Glaze in orange and the candy coat in pink today. What I've done here is teared up the painter's tape to create little strips with which to make that stripy background. Next, I'm going to use some Chroma Glaze in orange and alternate that with the candy coat in pink to make the background. Before using the pink candy coat, I was sure to give it a good stir, since there are little flakes in it and sometimes they like to hang on to the sides, so give it a good stir before using the candy coat. While that dries, let's get on to the next step. I'm going to ink up this cute little squirrel from the Beach Happy stem set in some Raven Black detail ink. It's a waterproof ink and I plan on using the Korean brush markers, so that will be perfect. I'm just doing simple watercoloring here, nothing complex, no shadings or anything like that. Since the image is very small, I'm keeping it simple. I'm just using few shades of browns, yellow ochre, yellow, and a little bit of lime green for this. I've just sped up the coloring process so that you don't have to sit through this for too long. Next, let's take a look at our panel, which is dry. I'm going to gently peel off all the painter's tape that I put. And if you are careful, we are able to pull off everything. I just had a few places where it stuck to the Chroma Glaze, but it all comes out. Next, I thought I wanted to add a bit of background sky to my image, so I'm just doing a little bit of quick ink smooshing here with the piece of plastic that came with the stem set. I'm going to die cut this with a rectangular die, and I'm also going to ink up my sentiment again with the Raven Black ink, and also die cut that with a smaller rectangular die. I also decided to use the starfish from the stem set, which I haven't shown in the video, but I repeated the same process. Unfortunately, my phone had turned off and this next step is missing in the video, but I'll walk you through the steps. I took some aqua pigment in Gilded and straight from the bottle drew lines very close to my stripes to add further interest to the background. I also added a little bit of splatter to the other 3 frames. Just before assembling the card, I decided to add a panel of black cardstock to make it stand out from the white base. I use my tape runner to glue the card to the base, and then I added some foam tape behind the 3 rectangular panels to add some dimension onto the card. I couldn't decide where I wanted that third tiny starfish, so it took me a little while to pick a spot. And I was also in 2 minds about moving that top part a little bit inside, but ultimately I decided to leave it since it looked like it was already glued down. In the final step, I decided to stamp the starfish inside the card as well, just for added interest. You can totally skip this step. And that finishes our card for today. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. All the products are linked in the description below. Thanks for stopping by. See you again next time.